Okay, in this video we are going to look at the tab Line Items. So if we click on Line Items, you can see there are 2 or 3 items already put in, which you can edit and change. We have basically 3 columns we use: a code, line item itself, and default net amount. We'll see how that works. If we go over here and we edit a new invoice, and we right click here to select who it's to, and we go to Line Items. Now, instead of having to type everything in, we can right click on here and we get, you can see work done, expenses and parking, and default net amount. So if I select parking, you can see it's put in parking and the default net amount of £5 for us. So that is a quick way of creating the data to go in here. So it may be, for example, that you don't want expenses and parking and work done, but you want P1, which would be product 1, and you might want to have, I don't know, 5 products, P1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, and they might have amounts of 100, 120, 80, 150, 1000, like that. And we can delete these lines, these rows here, and we could just have those. So if we now go and do our invoice, and right click, you will see you've got product 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Select product 4, it's put in 150. The code, we go back to Line Items, you've got this code P1, P2, P3, P4, P5, and that is for people who prefer to type. So it might be that you want to remember that it's P4. So if you put in .P4 and tab away, it replaces that with product 4 for 150. And you can do that anywhere. .P5, product 5. If you put in something that doesn't exist, be it .P6, just leaves it as .P6. So that dot in front of the code enables you to type it in perhaps more quickly, especially if you have a very long list and you like typing and remembering the codes. So that is how you can create line items to save yourself a lot of repetitive typing. In this video we will take a quick look at the line items and see how we can move those around. So if we edit this invoice, for example, here, we may wish to very quickly create product 1, .P2, .P3, .P4, like that. And having done that, we may realize that we need to insert a line here. So you can simply insert a line and these move down. If that results, if we have P5 down here and we want to insert a line here, we will get a warning that data in line 15 will be lost. Do we want to continue? So we can say no, and we might wish to come here and delete a line, and that moves that one up. And then we can insert a line here, and that no longer gives us a problem. So you've got only 15 lines, and it will warn you if you're going to move something from the bottom. Over here, you can see if you hover the mouse, it says right click to cut, left click to paste. So we could cut product 3 from there and paste it into line 11. If I click on line 12, it won't paste again. It is literally just a one-off. So cut it from there and paste it to there. So that can be a quick way of moving data around as well as using the insert and delete lines. So we can delete that line and everything moves up one line. One further quick item to do with line items is if you're editing, sometimes you may want to say it's 20 miles at 30p, and if you're not very good at maths, you can right click over here and you get a little calculator come up, and you can do 20 times 0.30 and it puts it in as 6 for you.